Hi there, Darren Lachner here from 365 Assist. Are you using Excel to manage your business operations? While it's a great tool for data, it's often not designed to handle complex situations. Whether you're tracking inventory or managing customer interactions or automating workflows, Excel can quickly become overwhelming. So you could be spending hours updating spreadsheets or dealing with broken formulas. You might be worrying about data security, and all this can slow down your business. And as your operations grow, these challenges only get bigger. So that's where Microsoft Power Apps will be a good resource for you. It's designed to take your business from spreadsheets to a streamlined, custom built applications without growing advanced coding and doing it quite quickly. You can automate processes and integrate all your key data resources in a single platform. With Power Apps, you can transform your operations with solutions at scale as your business grows. So in the following video, I'm going to show you an example of a simple sales order system in Excel and how it could be transitioned into a simple yet powerful and scalable Power App. Inventory and the items that I have. So I might have here a column that's got my product ID, product name, maybe how many stock I have on hand, the price per unit, and maybe who the supplier is. The next spreadsheet I have is my customers, list of customers. So pretty similar to the inventory. I have a customer ID, customer name, their phone numbers, their email addresses, and their full address. In this case, I've just got the city. So over on the left here, I've got my customers and my inventory, but now I want to put my orders together. So on the right here, I might do this manually. I might have some kind of automation in place to build this up, but I've got three spreadsheets. I've got my customers, my inventory, and my actual orders along here on the right. Now, obviously yours is not going to look like this. The order ID, the customer ID, and the customer name, the product ID, the product name, the quantity ordered, and the order date. And yours will be a little bit different than that. And so putting in the order, I've got to put a new order number in. Again, it could be automated, but I'm not doing that in this case. So I'm going to pick my customer ID. So that's 103, which is Kathy Brown. So I might just bring that across and copy that Kathy across from here to here. Something like that. The product ID, I'll take some coffee beans. She's ordered some coffee beans. She's ordered, 5, and the date being the 16th of the 10th. So you can see this is pretty manual, but it's also it's in different spreadsheets, and there are bits everywhere with Excel. You're obviously going to have yours differently, but whatever way you do it in Excel, you're always going to have bits and pieces. You've sort of got a bit of orders up here, a bit of products here, and a bit of custom information here in a separate place. So that can be a bit of a challenge to manually keep everything in line. So now let's see how this looks like in a model-driven Power App. So what I'm showing you here is the equivalent to the product spreadsheet. Now, this is in the app. As you can see, there's a menu over here of all the three different things. There's the product inventory, customer information, and the sales orders. I'll start from the bottom, the product inventory. I have a list here of the product inventory. It's called a view. And these are chosen columns that I've decided I want to show on this view. I can do things like get a column and sort A to Z, Z to A, backwards if I wanted to, or the other way. I can filter that column if I want to, so where it equals or contains or begins with, etc., etc. I can filter if the list gets quite long here. I can do things like that. So that's the product inventory. Up here I could just add a new one in here if I wanted. If I open that up, what I see and what I put in here is the product name. There's an owner if you want, the product ID, the quantity on hand, the price per unit, the supplier, and here I've also given it an image. You can also add images in for the product if you want to see that as well. If I go to customer information, I've got the same sort of thing here with a list of all the customers, still got all the power of this view of filtering and sorting, etc. If I open this up, I go into a form. Again, I've got that information here of the columns that I've chosen. And by the way, these are all columns I've decided to add in quite easily. Just add them to the table and they belong in here. And so that's the customer information. Let me show you the sales orders now. So I've got a list of sales order. Again, we go into a view and I'm going to create a new sales order here. So if I just hit new up the top here, I've got an owner if I wanted. The order date, I'll put today's date in if I want. The customer. Now the beauty about this is it looks up the customers in the customer list I showed you before. So if I press enter, I can find one of those customers I want to put in there. I'll leave the price alone. So that's just the header. This is creating the header at the moment. So I save and close that. Now, if I go back into the header that I've just created, I'll open that up. You can see I've got all that header information I had before, but now I have the ability to put in order lines here. So I can add in some order lines. So I'll hit new sales order line. This time what I get is I can get a list of products. Again, that comes from the product inventory over here. So I can choose what product I want. Over here on the right, it already gives me some simple information about that I've put in about that product, the price, a little picture of it if I wanted to, how many I'm ordering. 25 is a bit much, 22. I'll put the order date in, and then I'll save and close that one up. So let's put the order line along the bottom here, the first order line. And if you have a look, I put a calculation in so it actually calculates the price. So the unit price that comes from the product inventory is $299.99, and times 2, it's $599.98. So it's calculated that at the line item, but it's also put a calculation here for the total price. So if I put another line item in, then obviously that total header price will change again. So you get a nice, easy way of seeing in all the orders. The other great thing is we have available for us that whole sales order app available to us on a mobile device as well. You have to configure this a little additionally as well, but you can see here it's the same sort of thing. It's got all the sales order the way I've set it up. If I open that order up that I've just created, we can see it here. If I open that up, I get the header and the number as well. I can actually edit that sales order if I want to as well. So I can have full access on a mobile device, whether that's a phone or a tablet, it doesn't matter. You still have access to that and it directly connects up to the data. So if you think Power Apps is a good solution for your business, I'm always up for a good chat about Power Apps. So feel free to contact me at Darren, DARREN, at 365-assist, ASSIST.com.au. Thanks for watching.